Hi, I'm at Cineworld in Ipswich. Just want to talk about the new episodes of ACM's Vault of Cult that are coming out very soon. I've got Robin Dicker, who'll be talking about the movie Coneheads, based on an SNL sketch from the 90s that bombed majorly and nearly ruined the careers of a lot of people, but one I enjoyed. Robin's a stand-up comedian, musician, and he's never seen the film, so we'll see what he thinks of it. I'm also going to be watching the Matthew Broderick, Meg Ryan dark romantic comedy Addicted to Love, another one that really bombed. I saw that in cinema first time around, really enjoyed it. Rewatched that this afternoon, and going to be speaking with James Rowe, favourite of the show. He watched that yesterday, no idea what he thought, and we'll be chatting about that. And musician and comedy man Chris Asker, he was a massive fan of the Bruce Willis action comedy Hudson Hawk, one I've never seen, heard very bad things, but bit of a cult classic already. I watched that as well this afternoon, and really looking forward to talking to him about that. But I was I don't know what to do tonight, so I considered for a second going to see Fast X, then realised that would be a mistake, as I've only seen the first one and not the 8 in between, and so no, I'm not going to be watching that. But Thelma and Louise is on the cinema, a film that I've never seen, a lot of people love it. It was a big hit, so it doesn't really fit into the criteria of this podcast, especially as it's critically acclaimed as well. But I thought I'd mention the new series to you. I'm going to go and see Thelma and Louise, then just let you know my thoughts about that afterwards, as a little bit of a mini bonus, short, tiny, small, miniature episode. So I'm going to play you the trailer to that, and then I'll be back after to let you know what I thought about it. Just me, no guest. That's weird.
Thelma.
I'll get it!
Thelma, I've not told you I can't stand it when you holler in the morning.
I'm sorry, darling. I just didn't want you to be late. Hey, how you doing, little housewife?
Louise.
Yeah, I still have to ask Daryl if I can go. You mean you haven't asked him yet? Thelma, is he your husband or your father?
Thelma and Louise are going fishing.
How come Daryl let you go? Because I didn't ask him. He's gonna kill you! I left him a note.
Thelma and Louise are going to catch hell.
I'll have a wild turkey straight up and a Coke back, please. Thelma! Oh, what? Tell me something. Is this my vacation or isn't it? Did you see his butt?
Thelma, have you lost your mind? I'm investigator House Slocum, Officer of State Police. Get your butt back here, Thelma, now. As you know, we've tapped your phone. What? Maybe we got a few too many parking tickets?
Tell him what happened.
You're getting in deeper every moment you're gone. You want to step back and get in your car again, please?
I swear, 3 days ago, neither one of us would have ever pulled a stunt like this, but if you was ever be my husband, you'd understand why.
What?
Louise, shoot the radio. The police radio, Louise. Got it.
Thelma and Louise.
How like the vacation so far?
I'm back at my flat now. It's a lot quieter. The first time I've recorded out on location, I think, for this podcast anyway. And it sounds loads noisier when you listen back to recording in the flat, or studio, as I like to lie to call it. But yeah, Thelma and Louise, at 32 years old, the first time I've seen it. It was critically acclaimed, as I say, got great reviews, and even now on IMDb it's got 7.5 out of 10, 86% on Rotten Tomatoes, and 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. And I have to say, I think that's totally justified. I really enjoyed it. 2-hour long film, flew by. Cinema was fairly busy. I don't think it was particularly promoted that they were showing an anniversary of this movie. But it was one that, because it's, I don't know if cult film was the right word, because it was a commercial hit and such a well-known film, I felt like I had seen it before. It's spoofed like crazy. I think everybody knows the end. That was even in Wayne's World, which was released. I think it's Wayne's World or Wayne's World 2, but Wayne's World was released like a year after this. And for it to be spoofed that quickly in another movie and then still be remembered since, I think that's just amazing. Ridley Scott directed it, a great director. And he does a really good job. The film looks fantastic. I mean, especially on the big screen. I'd say if you haven't seen it, if you can catch one of these anniversaries, do it. But definitely watch it. I think when it came out, I would not have been old enough to see it. I'd have been 10. And to a 10-year-old who was into Star Wars and crazy comedies and probably horror, this film didn't look that appealing. But I wish I had watched it a few years later. It did remind me a bit of Tony Scott's True Romance, because the two people on the run, and it's got some of those Tarantino type actors in it. Harvey Keitel is superb as the police officer. You got Michael Madsen in it as well as one of the husband or boyfriend of one of Louise. Really, really great performances all round. It's kind of dark in places, definitely not one family friendly, but a 15 is a fine certificate for it. I'd say it shouldn't be higher, shouldn't be lower. Sometimes films get dropped, but there's extra salt in it, which is one of. I don't really want to give away much of it. I mean, most people know, most people have seen it. It feels so strange for me not to be talking to someone about the movie, and the podcast is normally, of course, one person loves the film, one person has never seen it. All these years later, we can have a conversation. So this is just a short one to give you a taste if you haven't heard, or just basically because I wanted to try it out on my own. And it has proven to me that it works better as a conversation with somebody else. But I'm glad that I went to see Thelma and Louise, especially over Fast X. Who knows, if I'm still doing these podcasts in 10 years' time, someone could be talking to me and go, look, you've got to watch the Fast and Furious films. And in retrospect, I might like them, people might not. Who knows? But we will see. I'm just going to finally add, with Thelma and Louise, I've done this literally as soon as I got home. No notes, no nothing. The two leads are superb. Susan Sarandon, I've always thought was a great actress, even way back before I was born, but in Rocky Horror, right through to the more serious stuff she has done. And she can do comedy quite well, of course, as well, and there's a bit of that in this. Some of the humour really works. Gina Davis, I thought was fantastic. An actor who, I'm not saying I specifically watch a film because she was in it, but she's been in some films I really like Quick Change with Bill Murray, The Fly, and both of those carry this film really well. And I didn't even know Harvey Keitel was in it, so that says a lot about their performances, that you don't have to push an actor like that was in it. And another actor who known more for comedy, more comedy after this film was made, is Christopher McDonald, who I think is absolutely superb actor. He was, if you don't know him, I think he's in Grease 2, he's in loads of stuff, but more recently he was the villains in comedies. He was in Flubber, Dirty Work with Norm Macdonald, which we've mentioned before. I don't think they're related, they're not related. They're probably most well known for being Shooter McGavin for Happy Gilmore, and he went from this only a couple of years later, Happy Gilmore. So, but he's a character actor, and I think both these films show kind of the same sort of character, but one in a drama and one really pushed for comedy, and he does it so well. Yeah, I'll let you go now, because this is only like an advert, really, for ACM's Vault Cult. Do look us up. We're on Instagram. Obviously, follow us on Spotify, and we've got a Facebook page as well. Reviews help. High reviews help to get the word out a bit more. So if you want to give it a high 5-star review, please do. I won't bribe you, but I will say, film suggestions, send them my way. If I haven't seen them, I'll give them a watch, and you're perfectly welcome to come on the podcast and chat about the film with me. Can't really say better than that. Thank you very much for listening, and there'll be new episodes coming your way very, very soon.
America has opened her arms to those who dreamed of a better life, in search of opportunity, equality, and freedom. And so it is in this proud tradition that America once again welcomes her newest aliens. Coneheads.
They're from another planet? That theory has been advanced. I'm ready to suck back a cold one. Welcome to the United States.
And so the saga begins of a family unlike any you've ever known.